Legal, ethical, and societal issues in media and information. Okay. Number one, we have the ethics. We need to identify first what is ethics. Ethics, also known as moral philosophy, refers to the morals connecting to human behavior, whether certain actions are morally accepted or not. Okay, areas of ethical concerns in digital media. Number one areas of ethical concerns in digital media is the social networking. Social networking refers to use of websites and applications to interact or to communicate with other people. Since social networking sites is vastly used nowadays, it is questionable whether people apply ethical use of social media. Okay? So social networking again is the use of internet-based social media sites to stay connected with friends, family, colleagues, customers, or clients. Okay, social networking can have a social purpose, a business purpose, or both through sites such as Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, among others. Okay. Under the ethical concerns in social networking, we have number one, privacy. The World Wide Web is a very open source of information, and that includes the information we put on our social network accounts, like our address, contact numbers, or our location. Then number two, under the ethical concerns in social networking, free speech. Since social networking sites give the user the power to post anything, some users think it is acceptable to put anything on their accounts even if it is against another person's privacy, knowledge, principles, or culture. Number three, authenticity. The biggest problem in using social media is the authenticity. Since user has no power to validate if something is legitimate on social media, it is very easy for some people to execute identity theft, whether they would steal or use another person's information to get something valuable. Okay, that's under the ethical concerns in social networking. Number one, again, privacy, free speech, and authenticity. Okay, number two, under the areas of concerns. Number two is blogging. Blog refers to a website that intends to inform people or to discuss about a particular topic. It is sometimes used to advertise products that are considered useful in their own experience. It is sometimes used by people as their online journal to tell stories about their daily lives or adventures. Okay, number three, gaming. Each year, games become more and more realistic to the eyes of every player, which changes the way people interact with games. Some issues include excessive violence and its effects to the players. The question whether proper guidelines in making a game is applied, the values people get in playing, respecting races and culture, most of all, addiction in games. Then number four, the instant messaging, often shortened to IM or IMing. Instant messaging refers to the act of exchanging message through a software application in real time. This software usually includes the ability to easily let the user know if a person to be contacted is online or connected through the application. Then ethical concerns about authenticity and security of data is mostly the issues of instant messaging. Like in social networking, people can easily send any information to another people, whether it is authentic or not, or whether the message violates another person's privacy. Okay, number five, we have downloading. Okay, downloading music, movies, books, or any other media of the internet is considered as a norm in today's society. But unlike many others, believe downloading this type of files without proper permission is an act of piracy. Okay, again, piracy refers to the unauthorized use of or reproduction of another's work. Okay, number 6, uploading. Media, especially social media, can be considered as a great place wherein a person can share or flaunt skills in creating something, but uploading and sharing original creation throughout media can be a big risk on the original creator's part. Some people may post another person's original creation as their own without the original creator's knowledge. Okay. Therefore, getting credit on something they did not create in the first place. Copyright. Okay. Copyright is a type of intellectual property wherein the author has the absolute right of an original work for a specific period of time. Afterwards, the creation is now considered public domain. Note that in order for an original work to be considered copyright, the idea must be expressed first. Copyright is the author's legal ownership of his intellectual property. She has the right to execute, authorize, or to prevent the following acts. Okay, we have reproduction of any part of the work, adaptation, arrangement, or any kind of transformation of the work, selling or transferring ownership of the work, lending the work to another or to another for any kind of purpose, displaying the work in public, performing or executing the work in public, communicating the work in public. Fair use refers to the author's sole right and the author's limitation, which was given by copyright law to an original work. This may include criticism, researching, commentary, news broadcasting, scholarship, search engines, and library archiving. Plagiarism refers to taking credits for or stealing another person's idea or work. This may also refer to using another's intellectual creation without properly crediting the original creator, or taking an existing idea from existing source and presenting it as a new or an original idea. Copyright and infringement versus plagiarism. Okay, copyright infringement, using or reproducing someone else's work without permission, compared to plagiarism, claiming a work or an intellectual property as your own. Again, copyright infringement versus plagiarism. Again, the copyright infringement is using or reproducing someone else's work without permission. Plagiarism is claiming a work or an intellectual property as your own. Okay, etiquette or netiquette. Etiquette refers to ethical guidelines in communication or using the internet. This includes rules on how to act during discussion and also the unique nature of the medium. Etiquette or netiquette is usually administered by people who can immediately recognize violators or violations of etiquettes. Okay, proper online etiquettes. The first rule of internet etiquette is to be kind and courteous. It's just as important to show good manners online as it always has been. Never plain or rant in a public forum. Show respect for the opinions of others, even if you don't agree, and refrain from name calling. That's proper online etiquettes. Digital divide. Originally, digital divide refers to the gap between users when it comes to access of information and communication technology. But since information and communication technology is within our reach nowadays, digital divide may refer to the gap between users when it comes to skills in using information and communication technology, or the gap between users who have less and more bandwidth. Addiction, commonly called PIU or problematic internet use, that refers to too much use of internet to the point that affects daily life. Cyberbullying or cyber harassment, a type of bullying done online, or cyberbullying or cyber harassment is a type of bullying done online. This includes sending threats, sexually harassing or others, posting rumors, sharing private information or negative comments, or posts against a person. Plagiarism, again, an act or instant of using or closely imitating the language, thoughts of another author without authorization. The representation of that author's work as one's own, as by not crediting the original. Did you know? O alam nyo ba? Or did you know that in the Philippines, or the Philippine Congress enacted Republic Act number 10175, also known as the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. Okay, ano ba yun? Or what is the Republic Act number 10175? Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 is a law in the Philippines approved on September 12, 2012, which aims to address legal issues concerning online interactions and the Internet. Again, Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 is a law in the Philippines approved on September 12, 2012, which aims to address legal issues concerning online interaction and the Internet. Okay. Among the cybercrime offenses included in the bill are cybersquatting, cybersex, child pornography, identity theft, illegal access to data, and libel. Okay. Republic Act 1715 deals with many crimes including cyber libel. So Section 4 of RA or Republic Act 175 states that libel, the unlawful or prohibited acts of libel as defined in Article 355 of the Revised Penal Code as amended, committed through a computer system or any other similar means which may be devised in the future. On the other hand, Article 355 of the Revised Penal Code referred to in Republic Act 10175 provides Article 355 libel means by writings or similar means. A libel committed by means of writing, printing, lithography, engraving, radio, or pornography, painting, theatrical exhibition, cinematographic exhibition, or any similar means that or shall be punished by prison correctional in its minimum and medium period, or a fine ranging from 200 to 6,000 pesos or both, in addition to the civil action which may be brought by the offended party.